Okay.
Hello everybody, and thank you for coming. The great Albert Einstein once said, "As long as there are men, there will be wars." We almost just had a war going on with Syria. As Americans, we should know everything that went on in Syria and why this almost came to be. I have done a lot of research, and I also had a section over it in my government class. Today, I'm here to inform you about the Syria situation and controversy. First, I'd like to give you some background on Syria. Here's where Syria is. You can see it's like northeast of Africa and, by there. And there's Israel, and then that comes in later. And then, and then that. And then there's it's closer up. And also, their president is Bashar al-Assad. That's what he looks like. They have one major religion, and that is called Sunni Arab. That takes up 60% of the population. But their president is Alawite, and those two religions are not very happy with each other, so that comes in. And then also their type of government is a regime, which is kind of another word for a dictatorship, but it's not as bad, but it's still on the same basis. This dictatorship-like government led to a rebellion. The first uprising was in Tunisia in January of 2011. This uprising was because of unemployment, corruption, and government repression. This first uprising gave the other rebels strength to rebel as well. The government started to respond with force. Then, on August 21st of 2013, there was a chemical warfare attack. 30,000 rebels were injured. I decided not to get pictures of that because some of them are pretty gruesome. You can get on the internet, you can find a lot. There was very sketchy evidence on whether it was the Syrian government that did the chemical warfare attack, but there is still a little bit that shows that it was them. Once the chemical warfare was involved, the U.S. felt obligated to interfere. Chemical warfare is, first of all, against the law completely. So this brings in the United Nations. But they didn't want to interfere because they didn't think there was enough evidence to be able to do this. We, although, really wanted to interfere because this chemical warfare might spread to us or our allies, Israel. As you can see, they're only a couple countries away. We had two theories onto what we might do. We could send troops over there, but this would strike a lot of nerves with American citizens, seeing as how we just got them back. And then the other one was an airstrike, which is very iffy because it might kill innocents in the process. Some repercussions for doing this is because we didn't have the United Nations backing, so we could get knocked out or something like that. Then also, Russia is a very big ally of Syria. Ever since the Cold War, Russia and us have been very wary of each other. And we didn't want to start anything new with them because they would start war with us if we did something against Syria. But there was a very swift end to this controversy. With our threats, Syria decided to back off, and Russia has agreed to watch over them and make sure that this doesn't happen again. There you know the key points of our almost war. I implore you to keep yourself updated. Get on the internet, look stuff up. This situation is mostly blown over, but we are still very wary of Syria. I have given you handouts of my sources that I used. Thank you. Here's my note card.